Hello, bonus content tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy 1 Dawn of Souls from the future, with me, BlueAnkylo. Now, you'll probably be finding this at the end of the Solo Warrior Challenge playthrough, and I'm recording this after completing a few other solo challenges, but before publishing them, so it's out of order for me. But, essentially, it should make sense because of where I'm placing this in the playlist, so don't worry about it if it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, at end of last episode, we successfully defeated Chaos with a solo knight. Now, this is not the same save file, because if you watched that episode, you probably noticed me accidentally save over my file. Whoops! So I took one of my sort of backups from before, where I was doing 4-fighter playthrough, and then just killed the 3 off at level 61 that were still alive, and just switched to solo mode for the end. And to make sure it's fair, I only equipped weapons and armor that you would get during a normal playthrough. Strictly speaking, I have access to some weapons, a few of them, from the optional dungeons here, but I'm not equipping them because I don't feel like it would be fair. I've got a couple pieces of Genji armor, for instance, but they're probably not better than status protection anyway. Well, the Genji gloves would be an upgrade, I guess, but you probably want that ribbon for elemental protection. Status protection. Dragon gives you elemental... Look, you might be able to get away with Genji armor plus Dragon Mail. I'm not going to mess around with that, because the Aegis Shield gives you stone and time, I think, or stone and poison. And then the Genji armor might give you some other statuses that overall add up to... Whatever, don't worry about it, it doesn't matter. Point is, we're playing with normal Final Fantasy 1 sort of vanilla equipment, not doing the optional fights, which... Oh, I already unequipped everybody. Well, they used to have a bunch of other stuff equipped. Whatever. So in our inventory, like, I do have a couple items that we're not going to use because the Flare Staff is a bonus boss drop. The Rune Staff is a bonus boss drop. What else is new in here? Kiku Ichimonji is new. Braveheart is new. Not that they're even that good for what we're doing, but just to show, like, I'm not going to use that stuff. I'm also going to not be using the drinks this time, or the Hermes shoes. So my goal here is to show you, the reason we're doing an extra episode is to show how to kill Chaos without using the optional content or the rare drops. You know, we were talking before about we were talking about some rare drops like the Hermes shoes, which they're dropped by the vampire lords or the wizard zombies or wizard vampires. You know what I mean. But it's relatively low percentages. I also don't think I farmed any elixirs, although I've got a couple more than we might have in vanilla. But I'm going to try to do this without using more than 1 or 2 X potions and elixirs, because that's about all you would get during a normal vanilla run. So the main difference here, and the reason I'm recording this episode, is I completely forgot about the Giant's Gloves during the main playthrough. It's called the Power Glove in the NES version. It's located on the 2nd floor of the Sunken Temple, the Water Temple. It's the floor above the Kraken in the bottom left chest. I show it off in one of my other solo playthroughs, but I completely forgot about it for the Dawn of Souls challenges, because in the NES version, the Saber spell is bugged and does nothing. So I know that it works in Dawn of Souls. I have used it before, but it just totally blew my mind. I completely forgot, and this is the key to killing Chaos without having to use Hermes shoes. Now, it'd be easier if you can go Hermes shoes plus Giant's Glove. That makes it really easy. But we're not going to do that. We're going to try to fight him with Blink, Saber, and mostly high potions. That's the goal here. Not using the super awesome, basically being able to cast Temper and Protect on yourselves and bonus agility. But Saber will do that eventually. So this is the plan. I don't think there's anything else. I'll show you the stats. So nothing has been tinkered with. We're actually doing this at level 90, so a few levels below max. Just because I had quite a few comments saying that, Blue, I'm level 99 Knight, I tried it solo, I just couldn't defeat Chaos, it was impossible. So I'm going to do it 9 levels lower, so we've got technically lower stats than you could max out at. And I'm only going to use vanilla Mazmune, Ribbon Dragon Mail, and items that you can just pick up. I'm not going to get anything that takes a random drop, or farming elixirs or anything like that. So that's the plan. Let's see if this works. I think I saved it, but let's just double check that. And let's do boss fight. So we should probably put on some music or something. We don't want sad music. We want, like, something like this. Alright, Garland. Turn into Chaos. Let's see if we can do this. It's not going to be guaranteed. It might take a couple tries. But I'm pretty sure I can do this at level 90 without having to use anything but these top 3 items. So, we always want to start with Blink. We're going to probably want to blink up, I don't know, 3 or 4 times at least, before his physical hits start just crushing us. Luckily, as a knight, our physical defense is pretty good, so, and our evasion is also pretty good. You'd have more if you used the Genji gloves, but, again, we're not using that. Now, again, we could start spamming X potions here to make things easier. We're not going to do that. We're going to play this sort of legit, as though, you know, you only have a couple of these to use for emergencies. So I'm going to use high potions where possible. I'm also going to use, I think, 1 more defense blink, just to make sure we've got the best odds of not getting hit by a big physical. And we've defensed up quite a few times now. He hasn't used Kiraja yet, keeping in track of that, basically. Now let's start Giant's Gloving for Saber. That's 1. We're going to do, I don't know, quite a few. At least until he Kirajas. So that's 3. I'm going to take a break to heal whenever we take... There, he Kiraja'd. We're actually going to wait longer. I don't think 3 Giant's Gloves are enough. Just for science, I'll show you what our attack is. That's possibly enough, but we're going to go further than that. Just to show you that this is not actually that hard. If you've got the right strategy, you've got 99 heal potions, just keep stacking up this Giant's Glove. You can cast it like up to 25 times or something before it stops giving you benefit. And keep in mind that if you did get lucky and you got those Hermes shoes as a random drop, we'd be doing double damage. But those are a rare drop. They're not guaranteed. Taking a lot of hits here, unfortunately. Lots of turns spent high potioning. But as long as you've got, you know, the ribbon and a relatively good armor, that was the nuke. That's the one that hits really hard. That means he's probably getting close to his 2nd Kiraja. I was hoping to cast Giant's Glove a few more times before we got there. But yeah, I was going to wait for the 2nd Kiraja, basically. That was my trick. So, we're playing it super safe here, healing up constantly. You probably want to keep your HP above 600 or 700. Just because he can do a critical physical for like 400 or 500 damage. And then a nuke for another 200 or 300 damage next turn if you're really unlucky. So, his maximum, like, 2 rounds is in the... Well, technically 2 physical criticals would do, like, 800 damage. So, you probably want to stay up there. Anyway, we're just Giant's Gloving. There we go. 2nd Kiraja. Let's lay into him. Let's see if this works. So, we only got to 2,000 damage per hit. If you had used the Hermes shoes, you'd be doing double that, approximately. And that would make this a lot easier. But, remember, we've worked out that he only has 20,000 HP. 10 hits at 2,000 per hit, maybe even less if we get some good damage rolls, certainly is possible. I haven't even had to use an X potion yet. You should definitely have 1 or 2 from your solo run, unless you use them. So while you're going through the damage phase and you're trying to rush because you don't want him to get to another Kiraja, throw down your X potion or your elixir as you get a little bit low, and then just keep bashing them as much as you can. As long as you're doing 2,000 damage per hit, and you've got, like, maybe 1 X potion and 1 elixir, which you can definitely... You should pick up at least 2 elixirs and 1 X potion just from random treasure. So there you go. There you have it. That's Chaos at level 90. We could do it at a lower level if you wanted. It would be way easier if you used the haste spell from the Hermes shoes. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was totally clear that it was my fault for forgetting the Giant's Glove. If I'd remembered the Giant's Glove, I would have had no trouble last episode. But there you go. It's kind of cool to show that you can beat him without the Giant's Glove if you get lucky with the Hermes shoes. But if you don't want to play RNG battle, let's see if we get a good drop, just go remember to pick up the Giant's Glove. It's an easy pickup. It's not guarded by anything serious. Come back here. You saw exactly what I did. I'm pretty sure... I'd say 9 times out of 10 we could probably kill Chaos with that strategy. Just be defensive with your high potions. Blink up and originally use an X potion or an elixir if you have to, but try to save them for go mode when you're all buffed up. Wait for him to Kiraja and then just start attacking. You should have no problem. So there you go. That hopefully answers the question of, Blue, how do I kill Chaos? It's impossible. It's totally not. You don't even need to use the optional items. Like, we could have, just to be clear here, we could have done some bonus dungeons and gotten even better weapons and armor theoretically. I think you can technically solo Death Gaze. I think he's the final boss of the Whisper Wind, the Wind bonus dungeon, the one with 44s. I think technically you can probably kill him solo with a Knight, because he doesn't heal. He's actually way stronger than Chaos. But because he doesn't Curajaw himself, as long as you can get your defense up and heal up enough, you'll eventually kill him. And then you'll have unlocked an even stronger sword than the Mazmune. And if you do the optional dungeons, you'll definitely have Hermes shoes. So you can come back to Chaos with an even better weapon, better armor, more items, and you'll just crush him. There's a staff that casts Curaga. Not Ja, not Cure 4, but there's a staff you could pick up, that, or a weapon, I can't remember what it is exactly, that casts Curaga. And if you could use that as an item, and it will heal you more than a high potion. So then you can preserve your X potions by healing for like maybe 300 or 400 HP per item use. And that would make that even easier. So if you do the optional dungeons, it should get easier theoretically, assuming you can, actually beat the bonus bosses. And anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. Just a short little prologue, or not prologue, you know what I mean. Extra chapter, whatever we'll call it. Epilogue, maybe, whatever. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. I felt really bad after I realized that I forgot the Giant's Glove, so I just wanted to make a short 10-minute video just to cover what I should have done last episode. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and next episode we'll be back to your regularly scheduled solo runs. And at this point in time, you guys won't know what the next one is, so I'm not going to spoil it, but it'll be fun. See you there.